Hey guys, Wick Gamer here. Lantern Year 8. We're going to fight another level 2 Screaming Antelope. Hopefully we'll do a little bit better, be a little bit faster. We won't lose one of our survivors, but anything can happen. So with that, let me show you who I'm bringing out, and then we'll just jump right into the hunt. All right, we're sending out the big guns again, feeling a little bit more confident. This is 3, of course. She is insane, so she gets that +1 survival, +1 strength token. So she's going to be going out with +3 strength, +3 evasion, +1 accuracy. We're trying to get that axe proficiency up. We're 4 fights away from mastery, so that'll be great. We're sending her out with the counterweighted axe, the rawhide armor set, and that round leather shield. We're sending out 17 as well. She has +1 strength, +1 accuracy, +1 evasion, and she just got that monster claw fighting art. So we're gonna try that fist and tooth, and we're gonna see what happens. But just in case, we're gonna send out that. We're gonna do the bone blade and also bone darts, just in case we need some range. We also are sending her out with a stone nose. I've been reading that wrong. It says on arrival, not on departure. So that makes it nice because right now she's maxed out on survival. But if something happens on the hunt where we lose survival, we'll be able to get one back when we arrive. So that will be, hopefully it will be really good. Next, we're sending out 13, another big gun. She's got that -1 accuracy, which makes it a little harder to hit, but there's so many other good things about her, like that extra sense with +1 dodge per round. We're trying to get that spear proficiency up. So we're going to see what happens. And also that +1 movement, which is really cool too. So we'll see what happens, but we're sending her out with rawhide armor set, round leather shield, monster grease, and dried acanthus. We want to protect her as much as possible, so that'll be good. And then lastly, we're sending out a complete noob, 8, +1 strength, +1 evasion, and we're sending them out with the bone axe, the clawhead arrow, the catgut bow, and our piecemeal armor set, and also stone nose, just to add that little extra bit of survival on there. But we'll see what happens. All right, so I got the hunt board set up. Mix up our hunt events. All right, and again, we have to cross that overwhelming darkness. Hopefully it's nice to us. But okay, first is 3. They're going to be the first hunt revealer. Vomit pile. The survivors find half-digested remains of their quarry's last meal. Each survivor may scavenge, gain +1 courage, and roll on the table. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just go through it. Let's go through a couple of them and then we'll see. So 3 is gonna scavenge, so they gain +1 courage. Okay, and then they are going to roll. 4. Sickened. Archive all consumable gear. Oh no! Oh no! That's not good. Okay, well, bummer. We're going to lose that monster grease, so that's gone. So with that, we lose +1 evasion, which is a bummer. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, maybe we shouldn't have done that. So let's see. 17. They don't have any consumable gear. So let's see. So they gain +1 courage. Ooh, and they're going to get bold. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. 4. Archive all consumable gear. Ugh, well, we don't have any consumable gear. Alright, let's look at 13. They have the monster grease and the dried acanthus. It would be all consumable gear. Nope. Let's not do 13. And then 8. They don't have any consumable gear, so let's give that a try. Oh, and I forgot. I need to go back and let's finish this, and we'll go back and get bold on 17. Come on, 3. Archive all consumable gear. All right, well, got a bunch of wussy survivors going out this time. But if no one scavenges, we would roll on the random hunt event, but we don't have to worry about that, so that's good. So now, with that courage, we trigger bold. So let's do that real quick. unfold. In a single moment, your perspective changes profoundly. And we're on the hunt phase, so we get prepared. And prepared means add hunt XP to your roll when determining a straggler. Okay, that's good. So expect the unexpected. You are prepared to face any mind-bending trials at a moment's notice. Where others may falter, you forge ahead, meeting the journey head on. Gain the following ability and roll on the table below. Prepared. All right, and we're going to roll 1d10. 4. Gain +1 understanding. Bummer. That could have been cool. Permanent strength, permanent movement, but +1 understanding. Better than nothing, I guess. Okay. 17 is done. Alright, so 3 is done. 17 is going to be the next event revealer, and they get the random hunt event. So we get the book back out again. I don't know why I keep putting it away, but it's my OCD talking, I guess. Okay, so let's roll. 14. 1, 4. Again, those small numbers make me nervous. Chance encounter. The survivors encounter a bewitching barefoot waif with soot-covered feet. If you already rolled this event on the hunt, or if all survivors are insane, she turns back and disappears into the darkness. Roll again on the hunt event table before moving on to the next hunt. Okay, so let's look here. Alright, not everybody's insane. There's 2, 17, and 8 are not insane. So let's just read. Otherwise, exclaiming wildly at the survivors, the woman's presence fills everyone with alien feeling of hope. All survivors gain +1 courage and +1 understanding. Sweet. Okay, so 3 gains another courage and another understanding, and they're going to gain insight. So we'll put that to the side. 17 gains +1 courage, +1 understanding. They don't trigger anything. 13 +1 courage. Oh no, we need to be very careful. If I remember right, if we max out courage, we gain the blind condition, and she's already got blind, so I think that would be bad. So we don't want to gain any more courage for her, so we need to be careful to have her not do anything that might gain her courage. We didn't really have a choice in this one. 8 has +1 courage, +1 understanding. That's 2 and 1. Okay. Now, if the settlement has hovel, which we don't, she snaps her fingers and ages before their eyes. Okay, so let's see here. Nothing happens. Okay. All right, we're not going to spoil that since we don't have hovel. So she just yells at us, and we gain an alien feeling of hope for some reason, and then she moves on. So okay. All right, so let's trigger insight for 3. Let's find insight. Okay. Insight. We're in the hunt phase. You dream before you. Okay. In a single moment, the curtain of the world pulls back. You dream before you, toiling silently, a strange creature with the imprint of a human face sculpts stone faces into the ground. You meet its concave gaze and wake, gaining the following ability and roll on the table below. When you roll on an investigate table, add +2 to your roll. Okay, great. So we gain explore. Yep. All right, and then we'll roll 1d10. 4. Gain +3 survival and +3 insanity. Well, we're already maxed out on survival. So 9, 10, 11, 12 insanity. And have to be careful, we don't want to get over 20. Bummer. +1 permanent accuracy, +1 permanent evasion would have been really nice. But no such luck. Okay, 17 is done. 13 is going to be the event revealer. Remember, she has indecisive, so if we have to roll, we have to roll and take the lower number. Migration. Some unseen force has sent off a massive migration. Nothing remains but uprooted acanthus plants and shattered ground, ruining by hooves. Move the Screaming Antelope 3 spaces away from the survivors on the hunt board. Ouch. Okay, well, that stinks. Let's see if I can do this without dumping everything over. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So she's gonna be way back there. And let me look at the Screaming Antelope again, and let's find out what the rest of that is. So that's going to be a random hunt event. And then let's mix this up. And then that's going to be one random hunt event, antelope event. That'll be a random hunt event, and then the Screaming Antelope. So we'll move once we reveal this next one. We'll just move it down there. Hopefully we don't get any further back because that's bad. Okay. We're going to need that random hunt event table, so might as well just bring it out. Okay. With that, we got a long way to go, boys and girls. 8 is now the event revealer. Random hunt event. That is a 4. Ugh, that doesn't sound good at all. Alright, 4. Famine. The path ahead is arid and dead. You may have survivors gain +1 courage and press on. Otherwise, roll again on the hunt event table before moving on the hunt board. Okay. You may have survivors gain +1 of courage and move on. We don't want that. So we're going to have to take one for 13 because she's 2 away from being blind. And if she becomes blind, I think she's retired. Okay. If you press on, okay, we don't press on. Okay, let's see. I guess that's not. The path ahead is arid and dead. You may have survivors gain +1 courage and press on. Otherwise, roll again on the hunt event table before moving on the hunt board. Okay, so if we press on, which we don't want to press on, so I guess we just roll again on the hunt event table. So let's do that. 51. Refugees. The survivors encounter a group of fleeing settlers. If the settlement has symposium in language, the survivors manage to crudely communicate. The survivors may offer a resource or gear to help the distressed refugees. We don't have symposium. We do have language. So, I mean, how do we lose language? Everybody gets language. So why did they even put that in there? Oh well. If they do archive the offering, okay, so that we don't have symposium, so we can't. Okay, so that's it. Nothing else happens. So that's 8's turn. We go back to 3 again. And then let's do... No, we can't really. Let's just move it this way. There we go. Alright, random hunt event. Right before overwhelming darkness, what happens? 29. Alright. Oh, we've had this one before. The Dark Blacksmith. The survivors cross paths with a tall, unnaturally thin man in a hooded robe. Where his feet strike the ground, sparks illuminate his path. Each survivor with 3+ courage may give him 1 piece of gear from their gear grid and roll on the table. If they have the honorable disorder, gain +1 to the roll. Okay, let's think about it. So we can give 3+ courage. So 8 can't give anything. 13 has tons of courage, so they can give something. We can give them either the Dradacanthus or the Monster Grease. Nope. 17 has 3+ courage. We've got the Stone Nose. We could give them a Stone Nose. And then 3 has +3 courage. We don't really have anything that we can give because we already lost that Monster Grease. So let's have 17. Let's give it a try. So 17 is going to archive his Stone Noses, which that was a little bit expensive, but we might as well try it. We'll give it a try. Okay, here we go. Roll 1d10. 3. Oh man, the creature refuses the gear and stares at you with single large eye. Suffer 1d10 brain event damage. Oh crap. 2. Okay, well that's not horrible. that gets rid of the 2 insanity. Okay, and they refuse to take the gear, so we get the stone nose back. Alright, well, bummer. So he's that one single eye. I wonder if that's the guy at the very end, this one. I wonder if he's the blacksmith. That's cool. Okay, that might be what the blacksmith looks like. Alright, so now we're going to do Overwhelming Darkness. And I will be right back again. Dear Lord. It's impossible to play games with children. Okay, Overwhelming Darkness. We're here. So, let's see. 3 plus courage, so that's 3, 17, 13, and then 8 doesn't have enough courage, 2 courage, and no insanity. So he's going to do Path of the Doomed. So everyone else is going to do Path of the Brave. So let's do each one. So 3. It's going to do Path of the Brave. So let's roll 4. I like rolling 4s evidently. A massive whale swims overhead. Your guts quiver, and its booming cries. You vomit in fear, but keep a brave face. Give -1 evasion token. After this event, all survivors gain +1 survival from your bold display. Okay, well, I forgot to gain 2 more survival on 13, so everybody's maxed out, so it doesn't really matter. But we get -1 evasion token, so we lost our monster greets, which was +1 evasion, and then we lost our +1 evasion from our rawhide armor set. So great, that's just awesome. Thank you. Overwhelming Darkness. All right, 17. Path of the Brave. Way off. 6. A massive whale swims overhead. Okay. So we gain -1 evasion token. So that rawhide armor set, -1 evasion token. Great. Everyone else gains +1 survival. Everyone else is maxed out, so that's not helpful at all. 13. Let's go. Come on. I just need to do it in the box. In the box. 6. -1 evasion token. Goodbye, -1 evasion token. And everyone gains +1 survival. Great. And finally 8. Path of the Doomed. 8. Resolute, gain +1 insanity and +1 courage. Okay, that's not bad. So they trigger bold. So let's do bold. Bold, and we are in the hunt phase. So we gain prepared. All right, and then we roll 1d10. 4. Gain +1 understanding. All right. Fun. All right, so that's 8. So not horrible, but not the best at all. But that gives us past Overwhelming Darkness. Okay, let's hope this works. Let's hope I can finish this without any more interruptions. Probably not. But 17 is now the event revealer. Teething. Okay, this is a good one. The survivors find a trail of large rotting teeth. Each survivor may scavenge. Roll 1d10 on the table. Let's do 8 first. 6. You find nothing. Okay. Let's do 17 next. 8. You gain 1 large flat tooth Screaming Antelope resource. Perfect. Gain them resources, y'all. Large flat tooth. Here it is. And maybe we might use another one, so we'll just put it on the bottom. Okay. 17 has the large flat tooth. All right. We're doing okay. Let's do 13. 13 is going to look. 3. Nothing. All right. And then 3 is going to look. 5. Nothing. Okay. Well, we got 1 large flat tooth. So that's 17's turn. 13's now the event revealer. Random hunt event. Let's roll it up. 23. 23. clean water. The survivors pass a forlorn fountain in the shape of Lion's face. A stream of crystal clear water flows from its mouth. Each survivor consumes the water, gaining +1 survival and +1 courage. No! We can't choose to consume the water? No. Okay, so I've had this one before. 1 to 2, you get a disorder. 3 to 5, nothing. 6 to 8, we remove a disorder and gain an understanding. Are there any disorders that we want to get rid of? Indecisive for 13 would be good, but we might gain another disorder. And then if we get a 9+, we set our insanity to 0, which isn't really what we want. No, I don't think we're going to, but we need to gain that +1 courage. Oh man, we're like, everything we pull is +1 courage on this one, and we don't want that. We're just gonna max out everybody. 13 is, I'm really worried about 13 because I'm almost positive that if we see the truth, we get the blind. We already have blind, so if we're double blind, then we're done, I believe. All right. And we gain +1 survival. Everyone's maxed out, so okay. It's 13's turn. And then finally 8's turn again. Carpet of ticks. Oh no, this one's not good, guys. Not good. The ground is covered with a carpet of huge writhing ticks. Each survivor must try to fend off the swarm. Roll 1d10 and add your hunt experience to the result. Alright, so let's grab 4 dice. So 3 gets a 2. 17 gets an 8. That's cocked. Ooh, good. 13 gets a 10. Oh no, and 8 gets a 1. So let's see. Add hunt experience. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 has 7, so that's 9. On a result of 6+, you successfully smash the ticks away in a shower of gore. Alright, 3's done. 17 has 8, 9, 10. More than 6. Good. 13 is good. And then 8 has no hunt XP, and they get a 1. Otherwise, on a result of below 6, the ticks make you sick. Reduce your survival to 0. Roll 1d10. On a result of 8+, suffer permanent -1 strength. Oh man, survival to 0. That sucks. Okay, roll 1d10. 9. Oh no, 8+ -1 strength? Oh, this sucks. So 8 has +1 strength and +1 evasion. I mean, I could use his lifetime reroll, but he gets rid of all of his survival. He'll gain 1 back, so I'm just going to leave 1 on there. I'll set it to the side to remind me. I guess that's not horrible, -1 strength, but God, that sucks. Yeah, I mean he might need it. Let's just get -1 strength. So that zeroes out his strength. Ugh, these ticks are ruthless. Bummer. Okay, all right. 8 got the ticks. 3's turn. Random hunt event. Let's get this done and over with. Let's fight this antelope. 81. 81. Field of arms, not field of faces, field of arms. The survivors carefully tread along the back of a massive sleeping monster. What is it with huge monsters in this campaign? I've ran into a couple here and there on my other campaigns, but I almost consistently run into something gigantic on every hunt event. It's weird. Instead of fur, it has elongated arms, several of them twitching to whatever dream the great beast is in the midst of. The survivors don't disturb the monster's deep sleep and cross without issue. Okay, If any survivor has a sickle, they gingerly remove some tough skin from one of the arms and gain +1 hide basic resource. We don't have a sickle, so that's it. We now move into the antelope's space, and we're going to start that showdown with a level 2 Screaming Antelope. Let's see what happens. Wait, there's more. As usual, forgot to roll for terrain or draw terrain. So Acanthus and Bug Patch come automatically. And then we're going to get, drumroll please, Nightmare Tree. Great! So we can get some Lonely Ants and some Broken Lanterns, so it might be okay. And then Debris. Okay, that's a good one. Alright, now I'm going to set up the showdown phase. Alright, I got the showdown set up. Let's take a look at the board real quick. I got our fresh Acanthus. Most of them are all set up on this side. I set one up over here. And the reason I did that is because I'm hoping that we'll be out of range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It'll go to this fresh Acanthus, and then and then he'll run this way if there's no survivors in that path. Then I can just wipe up and gather as many resources as possible. So we'll just have to see if this new way of doing it is going to work out, but we'll find out. Bug Patch in the normal spot up there, and the Nightmare Tree here. And then I put the survivors all on this edge. Here's the debris, so we can search that right away, and then we'll kind of move up as a group and try to get that fresh Acanthus as quickly as possible. With that, let's go set up our cards. Again, the level 2 Screaming Antelope has 15 cards total, 10 basic, 5 advanced. It's got Diabolical and Trample, +1 damage, +1 speed. So quite a bit tougher than that level 1 Antelope that we annihilated. Alright, with that, let's draw the first AI card. Ram, furthest threat in range. Okay, furthest survivor. No target graze. So their furthest survivor doesn't matter if they're in range or not. So it's going to move and attack. So that makes it difficult. So we're going to, the furthest survivor, that would be over here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So we're still out of range. So we're not going to do the attack. So that's the end of that turn. Okay, then we'll do Diabolical, which there's only one. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to run right in to 17. So they're going to have to spend their survival right away to dash, which stinks. 5, they are going to spend it. But then they are, so it's going to come here, all the way up. So 1. I wonder, should we stay? 2, 3. Let's go right there. Yeah, and then we can attack. And we might as well. We're close to it already. So not quite how we had planned out, but it was just the luck of the card draw, I think, because if we had had something that was in range or graze, it would have worked perfectly. So I like this setup. I'll probably try to use it again. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So it's our turn. Let's have 3 search that debris. So let's grab the debris card. 5. Find useful remains. Gain 1 random basic resource. Archive this card. Great. Okay. And we are going to get Monster Hide. Great, we need that hide. So 3 gets that. And then that is now archived. And then they can move. So I wonder if we should 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up there. Yeah, because we want to get out of this path just in case the Screaming Antelope runs forward through 13. But it might not happen, actually. We'll see. But I think that's a good move. Okay, so now 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're within range. So let's try that clawhead arrow. So that's speed 1. It's on a 6 plus. 4. Miss. Alright, clawhead arrow is gone. Bummer. That stinks. Really bad. I was hoping to get that -1 evasion. Okay. So they're parked there. That kind of changes things. That kind of stinks, actually. Because if we have 13 move here, and then the other one, 17, move into the blind, or attack and then move away. That leaves them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it'll come through. I guess we only have 1 survival, so let's hold off, and then let's just see what happens. If anything, we can dash to get out of the way. But okay, so that's 8's turn. Let's flip these over so we don't forget. Okay, 13 is going to move, like I said, to this corner. Or should she just attack and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and move over here? Yeah, let's do that. So let's do that. So we're going to attack with the King Spear. Speed 2. It's on a 6 plus, 7 plus. 1 hit. The Restless Muzzle. If you hit with a club or shield, clobber the monster and gain +2 luck. It's not a club or shield, so that's 3 on the spear, 2 on 13, so that's 5, and the toughness is 10, so a 5 plus. 3, we're going to miss. There's nothing, we've got the spear specialization, but it has to do with a trap, so that's not going to help. Okay, well, that's it. Nothing happens with that card. So now, 17, we're going to try that Fisted Tooth, right? So speed 2, it's on an 8 plus, 7 plus because we have +1 accuracy. Or should she move into the blind spot to get that 6 plus? Let's try 7 plus right there. Okay, well, we should have done 6 plus. We should have done the blind spot for 6 plus. We would have gotten a hit in, but we missed. So 8 plus 7 plus. Yep. Okay, so now we're gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna move right there. And then, oh, did we want? Oh yeah, we forgot to move. We forgot to move 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna move them there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if it's the closest, then we can aim it at 13. So that's a good thing. Okay. All right. I think that's all of our survivors' turns. There's nothing else we can really do. Don't have surge. So yeah, okay. That's the Screaming Antelope's turn next. Stomp. Closest knockdown survivor. Nope. Furthest threat in field of view in range. Okay. Furthest threat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's going to be 3, so that's not too bad. Let's look. Move and attack. We always hit the body. Okay, so let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so we're right up next to 3. And then we're going to move in and attack target. Speed 1, speed 2. It's on a 2 plus. She's lost almost all of her evasion, so he has +1 evasion. So that's a 3 plus. Ooh, 2 hits. Okay, so it's going to be, body blow. Always hits the body location. So we're going to take 2, 3 damage each to the body. So that's going to give us a severe. So we're going to have to dodge 1. We don't use the survival, but we dodged. And so we're going to take 3 to the body. All right. Okay, now, if this attack damaged the target, draw another AI card. Oof. So we draw another AI card. Oh, no. Oh, that's bad. Lone Rampage. The monster unleashes an awful wail to signify its terrific rampage. All non-death survivors suffer 1 brain damage. In the zone of death, it's 4 squares away. 1, 2, 3, so 8 is in the way, 3 is in the way, 13 is in the way. So, what is it? All knockdown survivors within the zone of death suffer 1 damage per monster level to every hit location. So there's nobody knocked down. All standing survivors within the zone of death suffer 1 damage per monster level, bash, and knockback 7. We don't want that to happen. So 8 is going to spend a survival to dash. Last survival. And then they're going to go, so they got to get 1, 2, 3, 4. So they got to get right over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to, I guess it doesn't matter because it's going to trample. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, in the far corner. So that gets rid of that one. Okay. So 3 is going to spend a survival. Let's see if they spend it. Nope. To dash. Oops, and I forgot. I did the wrong token on 8. So they have to get 1, 2, 3, 4. So they have to get over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want to get out of that trample zone too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, that won't get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that will work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're out of that trample, that rampage zone of death. And then 13 is going to have to spend a survival. She does not spend it. She dashes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to have to go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go right there. Perfect. Great. Whew. So we all suffer 1 brain damage though. So 3 goes down to 11. 1 brain damage, not per monster level. So 17 loses their last insanity. 13 goes to 9. And 8 goes to 1. Okay. Alright, nobody's in the zone of death. Great. That was a amazing second round. Okay, so our turn. 1, 2, 3. Oh no! Now we've got a diabolical. At the end of the monster's turn, target a random survivor in the trample zone. There's nobody in the trample zone. If there's nobody in the trample zone, full move forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that will. Let's look at that nightmare tree. Obstacle. Blocks survivor and monster field of view. Interrupts ranged weapons. Impassable. The survivors cannot move through spaces occupied by this terrain. It doesn't say anything about the monster. I wonder what happens. I think that the monster would just stop there. I think that's reasonable. Okay. Well, 8 is in the middle of nowhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's move up there and let's cat eye circle it. So that'll be 8's turn. 1, 2, 3. All right, restless tiny hands. Failure. Grasping tiny hands make rude gestures at you. So we gain +1 insanity and have to spend activation to regain your composure. Furry throat, which is nothing, and a restless ear, which is nothing. So let's do this. Let's do 2 nothings and then a failure where we get flipped off. Okay, good. All right, that's useful. So now, I think we're going to have 3 attack. Yep, let's have 3 attack. So speed 2 hits on a 6+, 5+. That's cocked. That was going to lynch 10. 2 hits. All right, so that's 2 nothings. Okay, so 4 strength on the counterweighted axe, plus 2 strength is 6, plus 1 strength token is 7, so a 3+. 1. Oh, that sucks. 9, so that's a hit and a wound. Good. At least 1. Alright, so then, should they move? So if they move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we can get behind the tree and block line of sight. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They'll be in range, though. Should we just park there? Maybe we should just park right there. Okay. Yep, we'll just park right there. I think that's a good idea. So now, 13 is going to search that bug patch. Well, I mean, they could 1, 2, 3. They could come up and attack 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that instead. Let's have 13. Yeah, let's have 13 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 13 is going to attack. Speed 2 hits on a 7+. 2 misses. Well, should have searched that bug patch. Oh well. Okay, now that's 13's turn. That's 3's turn, and then we have just 17 left. So what should we do? Should we do the bug patch or the fresh acanthus? Do the fresh acanthus. If we do the bug patch, I guess we're out of the way. Unless it, I guess if it attacks either one, it'll just move there or there. If we do here, either one is going to be fine. I think I want the fresh acanthus more. 3, 4. So let's search the fresh acanthus. 5. Find something tasty and consume it. If we do, archive and gain a survival. So 17 has 4 survival. They've used 1, so they gain a survival. It's all right. Not the best, but all right. That's the end of our turn. It was not a very good round, really. Okay, that's it. So now it's the monster's turn. And we can't do any... Yeah, everybody had to use their action, so... Stomp and Snort. Random survivor in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everybody's in range. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Intimidate target. The Screaming Antelope begins to stomp and snort excitedly. Gurgling moan sounds from its undermouth. Turn to face the target and roll a d10. Okay, so let's roll a d10 real quick. 2. On a result of 4+, the target suffers 1 brain damage. In addition, if the target is insane, they suffer knockback 5. So let's see. That's 17. They're not insane. So, yep, so nothing happens, but we turn and face that survivor. So I guess that would be here. You can't really do diagonal. We'll go right here. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, it's the end of that card. Then it's diabolical. Nobody's in the trample zone, so it's going to run forward. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, it's our turn again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we can get up there. Let's have 8 attack with a catgut bow. So that's going to be a speed 2. It's on a 7+. Oh man, my rolls tonight. 1 and a 4. That's not going to do it at all. So he's stuck there. Should we search an acanthus plant with 3 and then move up? Okay. Sorry. So 3. Let's Should we search for precious canthus and then move up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go right there. Or we could attack and do some more damage. I mean, we've only done 1 wound. Yeah, I think we need to. I think we need to do damage. 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're right there. Let's attack with speed 2. Hits on a 6 plus, 5 plus. 2 hits. So this is the tiny hands, and then there's a nothing. So let's do delicate inverted knee first. So let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 strength. So that's a 3 plus to hit wound. 2, for the love of God and everything holy. 3, that's a wound. Okay. All right. So no failure reactions, so that goes away. All right, so that's 3's turn. So 3 is gone. 8 is gone. 1 more second. Okay, so we have 17 and 13 left. 17, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, they can get in. 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they can get in. Yeah, let's put some hits on them, and then maybe we can pull back, search some Acanthus if we're doing good. So yeah, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try that fist and tooth, guys. It's only a matter of time. Oh, actually, we could go right here into the blind spot, but there's that trample or that diabolical. Should we chance it? Kind of puts us in a bad spot. They both have to use survival if they get attacked, which that's a pretty good chance of it. Yeah, let's not. So let's move her here. So that's a 8 plus, 7 plus, speed 2. Oh, okay, 2 hits. Sweet. All right, the Restless Hoof. Oh no. Oh no, so if attacking with a melee weapon, it is kicked out of reach by the Screaming Antelope's thrashing hoofs. Spend an activation to retrieve your lost weapon before it can be used again. If fighting with fist and tooth, suffer dislocated shoulder, severe arm injury. Oh, that's bad. So I hope we succeed on that one. Failure, the giant maw snaps shut. If you are adjacent to the monster, you must spend as 1 survival to act quickly or suffer 3 damage to the arm location. Oof, man, this is rough. This is not friendly to fist and tooth. So let's try this one first. Our strength is 0. Plus 1 strength is 1. We did not think this through. We did not think this through, guys. All right, so strength 1. So we hit on a 9 plus, but we do get plus 1 luck. So if we get a 9, we crit. 5, failure. So we have to spend a survival. Ah, bummer. Okay, well, 9, or we suffer the dislocated shoulder. Oh, can we just choose not to wound? Oh no. Oh no. Arm, dislocated shoulder. Pop. You cannot activate two-handed or paired weapons or use block until the showdown ends. Gain 1 bleed token. Okay, well, two-handed or paired weapons. Can't use block. Okay, well, that's not horrible. I thought it was worse. Okay, that's just till the end of the showdown. So yeah, I go in for the punch and dislocate my shoulder. Ouchie. Alright, well, that wasn't a good idea. I might switch back to that bone blade. Man, that's rough. Yeah. Oh, we got plus 1 strength and plus 1 accuracy. Let me add that. I don't think it would have mattered. Yeah, because it would have been an 8 plus 1 strength. Oh yeah, the evasion wouldn't. Where's the accuracy? There we go. Plus 1 strength, plus 1 accuracy. Yeah, I forgot about that. And savage. What is savage? I forgot about savage. What is that? Oh, I think I wrote it down. Savage. With a critical wound, we gain plus 1 wound. So we didn't do that. So that's nice. Well, that's kind of cool. combo, but we're basically at the crit. So we need +1 luck on this guy to really do anything. Okay. Well, so now it's 13's turn. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Kind of bunched up. I'm worried about that diabolical. Let's just move there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's search that for Acanthus. One. Suffer an arm injury. 2. Well, that was helpful. Archive the train. Thanks, Acanthus Plant. You've been so helpful this time around. All right, that's all of our turns. Great. Oh, does anybody have that squeamish thing? No. Okay, we're good. All right, AI card, Screaming Antelope's turn. We're kind of in a bad spot. It could go any number of ways. An 8 is going to be in trouble because if we do Diabolical and it goes his way, he's just going to take it. But we'll find out what's going on here. Bite, closest survivor in field of view. Okay, closest survivor, so we can pick. Oh no, wait. It's going to be 17 because she's right next to him. Bummer. Okay. Speed 1, speed 2. It's on a 2+. 17 has +1 evasion, so it's a 3+. 2 hits. It's going to be 3 damage to the waist and to the arm, and they're going to gain a bleed token no matter what. So it's 17. Ooh, they have 2 bleed tokens already. Okay, alright, so they're going to get 3 damage to the waist and to the arm. Let's just take those. We're going to need that survival. Okay, so 2 light injuries. Waist, not body. So 3 to light. Okay. Alright, we gain a bleed token. That. Alright, let me fix this real quick. Keeps falling over on me. Okay. Great. That's that. And now Diabolical. So it can run 3 directions. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I'm going to be knocked down. So 8. Full move through the target, past the survivor. And then trample. When monster collides with the survivor, they suffer damage equal to the monster's level to a random hit location. So we're going to take 2 damage to the body. Oh, I didn't add all their armor. Whew. So they have 3 to the arm, 3 to the body, and 3 on the waist, 0 on the legs. So they take 2 to the body. So that goes down to 1. All right. Cool. That's fun. All right, that's the end of the Screaming Antelope's turn. So let's spend a survival. Let's have 13. 13 will spend a survival. 4, she spends it. And encourage 8. And 8 is kind of in a bad spot, so what 8 is going to do is GTFO. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could have him either Cat Eye Circlet or search the Fresh Acanthus. I'm greedy. Let's search that Fresh Acanthus. 6. Find something tasty and consume it. Gain a survival. Okay. That's pretty good. Pretty good. We'll gain that survival. We'll need it for sure. Archive this terrain. Alright. So that's 8's turn. 3. 1, 2, 3, 5. We can get in there. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3's coming in. It's going to make an attack. Speed 2. It's on a 6 plus, 5 plus. Right? Yep, 5 plus. 2 hits. Reflex. If attacking with a melee weapon and the wound roll in this location is 1 or 2, the monster consumes your weapon. Oh, that's bad. Super dense. So let's do super dense first because, yeah. Anyone want to take bets? My rolls are horrible tonight. Anybody want to take bets that giant teeth does okay, giant mouth 1 or 2? You want to bet? Super dense. It's not frail. So we're going to hit on a, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 plus. 4. First prediction came true. Giant mouth, 3 plus. 8. It's a wound. Okay, okay, I was just going to say reflex. Oh no, 1 or 2. Nope. Okay. Okay, dismembered arm, severe injury. Oh my gosh, this is a horrible, horrible monster to fight Fist and Tooth. I'm abandoning Fist and Tooth at this point because that's just bad news. Okay, 3 is done, 8 is done. Let's see. 13 is out of range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, and 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is out of range, but 17 has the darts. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that'll work. All right, let's do that. Try the bone darts. Speed 1. It's on a 7 plus 6 plus. 1 hit. Wound. If your attack disables the monster's powerful running muscles, the Screaming Antelope gains -1 movement token. That will be nice if we can do it. So strength 3. 4 strength, because that +1 strength token doesn't work because it's just Fist and Tooth. So 3, 4 strength, so we hit on a 6 plus 2. We miss. Alright, that doesn't happen. The wound reflex doesn't happen. That's the end of 13, or no, sorry, 17's turn. 13 is just going to go, let's just move right here. Let's search that fresh acanthus. 6, we're going to gain a survival. Just make sure. 5 to 7, gain a survival. Well, we're keeping all of our survival, that's for sure. Okay. And then archive a resource. Alright. Alright, that's the end of all our turns. Who did 3? I keep forgetting about the axe proficiency. Remind me, scream through the future to me and let me know. Because I think I failed to wound. I can't remember. I'll remember next time. Okay, Screaming Antelope's turn. Back kick. In the blind spot, in range. No, he's in the blind spot. Closest threat in range. Okay. Move and attack. Turn monster so target is in the blind spot. Alright, so do we want to do here? Or do we want to do here? I think we want to do here, so it'll run that way. Yep, that's what we want to do. Okay, speed 1. Speed 2. It's on a 3 plus. Man, I really wish he had the extra evasion. 4 plus. 4 plus. 1 miss, 1 hit. It's going to be a hit to the legs. That's 4 damage, so we don't want that. So we're going to spend a survival. We don't spend it to dodge, and we're not going to take that damage. All right, then Diabolical kicks off. It's going to turn and run forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're obviously going to use a survival to dash. We're going to use that survival. Now we've dashed. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go right there. Okay. Our turn. Feels like we're doing a little bit better than the last one. Kind of felt that at the beginning too of the last Screaming Antelope level 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're out of range for bow. So let's have him go 1, 2, and let's have him search that fresh acanthus. I really want that fresh acanthus. 5. We're going to gain a survival. Right. Yeah, 5 to 7. Consume it. Gain +1 survival. Archive the terrain. Okay, bummer, but 1 survival is good. So that's 8's turn. All right. 3's gonna come in. Attack. Speed 2. Hits on a 5+. Ooh, a critical. So counterweighted axe on a on a perfect hit, which is what that is. Do not draw a hit location. Monster suffers 1 wound. Sweet. Suffer a wound. Goodbye. And then another hit. Failure. If the attack, the gnarled horns. If the attacker is adjacent to the monster, the weapon is stuck. Tugging frantically, it becomes loose, but you stumble and suffer knockback 5. We're not adjacent, so we're gonna 3+. 3. Whew, just enough. Just enough. We'll take it. Okay. 3's done. Let's have 13 come in, and they're gonna attack with a speed 2. It's on a 7+. 1 hit. All right. Furry tail. You strike their magnificent bushy tail. So we're gonna hit. There's a 3, 4, 5 strength. So we're gonna hit on a 5+. 8. It's a wound. All right. This is more like it, guys. This is more like it. Okay. And then lastly, so 15's turn. 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She can come in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna need the blind spot. That might put us in a bad spot, but we're just gonna go for it. She needs some moves. We're gonna do the bone blade, not fist and tooth. Speed 2. It's on a 6+, 5+, 4+. All right, 2 hits. It's gonna be the trap. Dang it! I called it. I was like, it's gonna be something where it's either the blind spot or the trap, and it's the trap. The screaming antelope panics. Its undermouth unleashes an inhuman wail. It bucks wildly and leaps into the air. The attacker is doomed. All survivors adjacent to the monster suffer 2 brain damage per monster level, knockback 5, and knocked down. So she's adjacent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knocked down. She suffers 2 brain damage per monster level. Okay, so that's 4. So that's going to be a severe brain injury. The monster lands on its belly and begins to slide on its teeth. Turn the monster directly away from the attacker and full move forward in a straight line. Alright, so we were right there, so 1, 2, 3. So all the way to the edge. Okay, great. So we're going to suffer that severe brain injury, but let me go ahead and just shuffle this location deck real quick. Oh. So we get +2 to our brain rolls because of that, I think, survival of the fittest, one of our settlement event cards. Oh man. I keep wondering, I'm like, is this where it starts to turn around, where it gets really bad? Is this it? Is this the way? Beginning of the end? Okay. +2 to this. 8, so 10. Frenzy. Oh. I kind of didn't want +2. I wish I would have gotten 9. 10. Gain 1d5 insanity. 5 insanity. Where is our character sheet? Oh, there it is. So 5 insanity. Okay. 1 speed and 1 strength token. Speed. Strength. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of those strength and accuracy tokens because I am not going to be using fist and tooth. And ignore slow on melee weapons. You may not spend survival. You may not use fighting arts. You may not use weapon specialization or weapon mastery. It can be gained multiple times, less the end of the show. Alright, so we cannot use survival. So let's just put these right here so we're reminded that we can't use it. Okay. Alright, so we get +1 speed, so we're going to do 3 speed. Yeah, I mean, that's not horrible. We lose our survival, which sucks because we need that survival to get out of the way. And we're out in the middle of the boonies too, which is not great. Okay, so that was 17's turn, and that's all of our turns. So we reset here. A lot of token turning around, and it's the Screaming Antelope's turn. We're out in the middle of nowhere with him. Her slam, closest knockdown survivor. Furthest threat in field of view and range. Okay. Furthest threat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. So both of these are in range. So we could spend 2 survival, but it's only speed 1, speed 2 for 2 damage. So that's not too bad. Let's just do that. So let's, we want to avoid this guy for diabolical. So let's move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, 13 is going to take the hits. So 2 plus, speed 2 hits on a 2 plus, 3 plus, 4 plus. 2 hits, bummer. Both of them to the legs. So let's look at 13. So we're going to take 4 damage to the legs. Let's go ahead and just take it. Keep that survival. So this is going to be a light injury to the leg. Okay. Now it's going to do diabolical. So it's going to come this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 13 is going to spend a survival. Does not spend it. She's going to dash. She's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there. That's exactly where we want to be. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more wounds to go. All right, it's our turn. Let's see here. She was knocked down because of a trap. So then the monster went, so she should get up. So that's good. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 can't get in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well, let's attack with 13. So that's speed 2. It's on a 7 plus. 2 hits. Good. All right. Restless chest. If we wound, he full moves forward in a straight line facing the attacker. Reflex turn to face the attacker. Okay, so well, actually that's good because we're in that corner. It can't move. It'll move in this way or this way. So let's have it move that way. So I guess we don't care. But let's. Yeah, we definitely want this one last. We want this one first. So restless flank. 3, 4, 5, 5. So 5 plus 5. All right, that's a hit. Let's shuffle these up. There we go. That one's done. And turn to face the attacker. Just turn that way. 5 plus 9. That's a hit. All right. Turn the Screaming Antelope to face the attacker. Full move forward in a straight line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right there. Perfect. I'm glad I didn't waste 3's turn. Great. All right. So that is 13's turn. And so when did they dash? They dashed on the monster string. So they wouldn't have gotten that back yet. Okay. Cool. So that, so she can move now if she wants to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we move 3 in here, so should we move 13 or not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could come up here. We could try to search the tree. I'm not doing great with gaining resources so far. Let's do that. Let's take her out of the battle for just a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she can come up here. Next turn she'll move forward just a little bit and she'll search that tree, hopefully. So that's 13's turn. Let's have 8 attack with a bow. Unless 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could have him search the tree. He needs to get a hit in. Let's do it. Speed 2. It's on a 7 plus. Ooh, 2 hits. Go bowman, go. Oh, damn it. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. Okay, so Screaming Antelope panics, its undermouth unleashes an inhuman wail. It bucks wildly and leaps into the air. The attacker is doomed. All survivors adjacent to the monster suffer 2 brain damage per notch level, knockback 5 or knockdown. Nobody's adjacent. Monster lands on its belly and begins to slide on its teeth. Turn the monster directly away from the attacker. Full move forward in a straight line. Okay, so it's away from the attackers this way. 1, 2, 3. So back of that corner. Okay. Man, that trap keeps coming up. To the bottom. To the bottom. Okay, feels like it's on the bottom now. I just have a good feeling. Okay, so that is 8's turn. So now definitely we're gonna do some stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And move over this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're not in range. Okay. So that is 3's turn. We can rawhide headband. So that's 2 AI cards. Closest survivor in field of view. So it's gonna just run forward. Oh, lone rampage. Let's do lone rampage first. That gives us a free round. Oh, and then it's gonna. Okay, so it'll lone rampage, go crazy, then it'll run forward. We can make it run, it'll slide across the board. So we could just make it slide this way, send it back to the corner, and then it'll move here. Number 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we'll just make sure we're out of range. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Lone rampage on the top. Yep. Okay. Cool. Right, that's 3's turn. 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're going to move there. It's going to be their turn, so that's everybody's turn. Everything resets. Okay. Screaming Antelope's turn. Lone Rampage. The survivor unleashes an awful wail to signal its terrifying rampage. All non-death survivors suffer 1 brain damage, so everybody suffers a brain damage. Oh, well, that's not bad, I guess. Forgot. So 3 goes down to 10, 17 goes down to 4, 13 goes to 8, and 8 gets rid of his last insanity. Alright, then it freaks out. That's the end of that turn. Diabolical, there's no one in the zone, so he's going to slide along the board. We're going to make him slide this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he ends up in the corner. Great. Okay, it's our turn now. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then let's search the nightmare tree. 13, 3. Tangled in the hairy grass or knocked down. Ooh, bummer. Okay, and we can only do this once per showdown for 3, or for 13. So they're done with the nightmare tree. Let's send 3 up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Search the nightmare tree. 1. Oh no. Snagged on a thorn filled with angry ants. Suffer 1 arm damage. Gain 1 lonely ant vermin resource. Okay. 1 arm goes down to a 2. And then they gain a vermin ant resource. Lonely ant. It's the only lonely ant in here. So that's the only time we can gain it. Okay. Okay. So we're just gonna hope for a 6+ and gain a broken lantern resource, I guess. So that's 3's turn. 13 went. 17 is gonna go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where was I? I can't remember. Was I too far away? 2, 3, 4, 5. We might have been too far away. Can't remember if we were here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or here. I'm gonna say we were here. Wow, I should pay more attention. So they are gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's their turn, and we can rawhide headband again. So let's get 2 more. So that first one's gonna be the bite, closest survivor in field of view, furthest threat in range, furthest survivor, no target. Okay, so this is the one where it did +1 damage for every space. So let's do ram on top because it's gonna head towards us no matter what, but it'll be too far away for ram. So let's do that. Right, I put ram on top. Yep. Okay. Cool. And then 8 is gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. And search that nightmare tree. 7 lantern basic resource. Sweet. All right. Okay, so 8's got that resource. Everyone has searched the nightmare tree except for, I guess, 17 hasn't. So, okay. That's the end of our turn. Turn these over. And then it is now the Screaming Antelope's turn. It's going to ram. Furthest threat in range, furthest survivor. So the furthest survivor is going to be over here. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So it can't do anything, so it doesn't attack. Then it does diabolical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, that's the end of the turn. So that worked out really good, actually. So that's the end of the monster's turn. 13 stands up again. Should they attack? Should they attack here and then move out of the way? Or, so the next one's going to be that bite. We don't know what these are. So let's, 8 needs to, 8 wants to attack too though. Let's be safe with 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're in that corner. She has 6 speed. So she's going to attack speed 2. It's on a 7+. That's cocked. Miss. Ugh. I wish I would have taken that cocked. So she misses. So that's her turn. Let's have... So let's have 3. 1, 2, 3. See, if we're gonna be in a bad spot. We're gonna be in a bad spot with 8 if we don't move him out of the way. He searched the tree. And we could loop him around the tree, but man. And that'll take him out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So he can get around the second time. And he could rawhide. Or he could can I circle it, I guess. Because if we move 3 up here, then at the next turn we're clumped up, and then it could diabolical right into any one of us. Well, I guess it wouldn't. If it was going to attack like one of the closest survivors, it would do one of us, and then it would move past him. Okay, let's do that. 1, 2, 3. 3 is going to attack. Speed 2 hits on a 6+, 5+. 2 hits. So that's a +2 luck with a club and clever shield. And my one camera just died. I'm going to go ahead and just roll these real quick, and then I'll offload. So let's see, it's a 3+. 9, that's a hit. And Restless Ear, 8, that's a hit. Sweet. Okay, and let's go ahead and just finish this round real quick, and then I will. So that was 3's turn, and then let's see, 17 is going to come in here. Actually, let's have 8. Let's have 8 attack. Speed 2. It's on a 7+. Oh man, why can't I roll that for wounds? All right, that's a furry throat, and then if we wound, turn the Screaming Antelope to face the attacker and full move forward in a straight line. Oh no, that's bad. We want to miss that one. I guess we do have a survival. I'm looking at the camera that's turned off. So okay, well, furry throat first. So we hit on it's a 3, 10, 9, 8, 7, 7+. It's a miss. 7+. Let's miss this one. Miss. Okay. And then let's move, so that's 8's turn. And then let's move 3 up here. Actually, do we want to move 3 up there? Because it'll turn and it'll attack, and then it can run both those ways. It's fine, because we have survival. Alright, so she's going to attack speed 2. It's on a 6+, 5+, 4+, because we're in the blind spot. Oh no, we're speed 3 now, because we have frenzied. Speed 3 hits on a 6+, 5+, 4+. 3 hits. 2, 3. Okay, first strike and super dense. Oh no, it's frail. Oh no. We're going to lose our sword, but let's do that first. Or let's do that last, so we'll lose the sword afterwards. First strike anyways. Screaming Antelope, massive eyes, glisten with human-like fear. If the attacker is insane, cancel all hits and end their attack. Oh, dang it. She's insane. Cancel all hits and end the attack. Otherwise, the attacker suffers 1 brain damage. Well, that's good, I guess, because this doesn't happen, so we don't... hits this location with a frail weapon. I mean, I guess it would cancel the attacks. I would say that this doesn't happen then, and we get to keep it. If I'm wrong, let me know. Okay, so that's the end of our round. Okay, so, yep, that's the end of our round. So let me reset that camera, and I'll be right back. Alright, back. All the cameras are working temporarily. It's the Screaming Antelope's turn. Let's go. Slam. Closest knockdown survivor. Nobody's knocked down. Furthest threat in field of view in range. Oh no. 1, 2, 1, 1. It's gonna be... you know what? We could do this. So we can... So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can still get dressed. We could actually just take it, right? I mean, it's not too bad. Yeah, let's just take it. So we're going to move and attack. It's going to attack 8, speed 2. It's on a 2+, 3+. So a 3+. That's cocked. Ooh, that's a 1. Ooh, 1 hit. Okay, that's good. To the legs. So that's 2 damage to the legs. He doesn't have any. Legs, leg armor. So we're gonna spend his survival to dodge that. Okay. That's slam, and then we're gonna do diabolical. So we're either gonna go this way or this way. So let's do 1 through 5, 5 through 10. 1. Okay. So 8's gonna spend the last survival and go 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's gonna go 1, 2, 3. It's right there. So he's gonna spend a survival just to move. So it's right there. Perfect. Okay, that's the Screaming Antelope's turn. It's our turn now. Let's have 8 attack with his catgut bow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 could get up there. Yeah, let's just do that. Speed 2, it's on a 7+. We're probably screwing ourselves over, but 1 hit. Failure. The giant mouth snaps shut if you are adjacent to the monster. Nope, so we're not adjacent, so nothing. So strength 3, So 10, 9, 8, 7. 7 plus to wound. 9. That's going to be a hit. Good job. Alright, we're 4 wounds away. 4 wounds. Alright, let's get this done, guys. I'm ready. Okay, so that's 8's turn. 3's going to come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to attack. Speed 2 hits on a 6 plus. 5 plus. Ooh. A perfect hit, so that's an automatic wound. And then a miss. So that's his turn. Alright, so now 17. 1, 2, 3, 5. Can't get in there, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's a fresh acanthus. Let's do that. Let's get 1 fresh acanthus, please. 5. Gain a survival. They can't gain survival. They can gain survival, but they can't use it, I don't think. So, bummer. Alright, well that's that. I should have thought about that. I forgot she was frenzied. Oh well, too late. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she could dash. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she's going to spend a survival to dash. She spends it. Probably shouldn't have dashed. That's probably a little rash of me, but why not? So she's going to attack. Speed 2 hits on a 7 plus. 2 hits. Okay. The Restless Rump. Reflex turn the face of the monster away from the attacker and full move forward in a straight line. We don't want to do that. A Delicate Inverted Knee. So that's the one we want first. So we hit, we wound strength 3, 4, 5. So we wound on a 5 plus. That's a miss. 5 plus. 7. That's a wound. And then it's going to move away from the attacker. So which way do we want it to go? Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Good. Man, we're getting down on that hit location deck. It's not going to be long before we hit that trap again. But we're 2 wounds away, so hopefully we can take care of it. Okay, that's everybody's turn. Right? Yep. Good. And everything resets. Alright, Screaming Antelope's turn. Let's find out what 1 card they have. Closest knockdown survivor. Nobody's knocked down. Furthest threat in field of view in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to move to here. Slam. Speed 2 hits on a 2 plus. 3 plus. So 2 hits for 2 damage each. The chest and the arms. So let's see. He has no survival, so he has to take both of them. 2 to the arms. So that goes down to 1. And 2 to the body, which takes him down to a light. Okay. It's not bad. That's a really good card to have as our last AI card. Okay, and then it does Diabolical. And Bummer is going to go through 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. He's going to get knocked down because he doesn't have any survival, and he's going to take 2 damage to the head. Okay, he's got armor on the head, so that's okay. Perfect. All right, our turn. Let's see. So let's get 8 back up. So let's have 13 spend a survival. She does not spend it to encourage. So 8's going to get up, and he's going to attack. Let's do it, 8. Come on. It's on a 7 plus. 1 hit. Failure. If attacking with a melee weapon, it is kicked out of reach. We're not attacking with a melee weapon. So 10, 9, 8, 7. 7 plus to hit. 7. Man, you're on it, 8. Let's do this. Alright, we're on our last wound. Let's have 3 come in. 3 is going to make the final attack here. Speed 2. It's on a 6 plus. Let's do this. Let's go here. Let's go for broke. 6 plus, 5 plus, 4 plus. 1 hit. Okay. It had to be that. It had to be that. Okay. And he had to be adjacent. So let's see if the survivor is adjacent to the monster. So for 2 brain damage per monster level, knockback 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knock down. 4 brain damage. So that takes him down to 6. Her down to 6. Okay. And then the monster lands the spell and begins to slide its teeth. Turn the monster directly away from the attacker and full move forward in a straight line. On collision, okay. So it can't move forward. I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're just going to do that. I'm not sure if that's the right ruling. But that tree is kind of confusing, but okay. Alright, trap was closer to the bottom, but not as far down as I wanted. So that's 3's turn. So now let's have 13 come in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get right in the back. Let's do it. Hits on a 6 plus, 7 plus, 6 plus because we're in the blind spot. Perfect hit. If you hit with a club or a shield, so it's just a nothing. So we're gonna 3, 4, 5. We're gonna hit on a 5 plus to kill. 1. Bummer. We're so close, guys. We're so close. That's 13's turn. 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't quite get there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't quite get there. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Let's bone dart it. Speed 1. 7 plus. 6. Miss. Dang it. We're so close. Okay. Basic action. Closest knockdown survivor. No target graze. There's no... Oh. Closest knockdown survivor in range. We're out of range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So we graze. There's no acanthus plants, so we'll move forward in a straight line. Shoop. Okay. Alright. Diabolical now. Turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's have 13 spend a survival. She doesn't spend it. She's going to dash. Yep, she'll dash. Okay, and she'll go 1, 2, 3. Right there. Okay, that's it. Alright, our turn again. So they got 3 got knocked down during their turn. So it's the end of the monster's turn, so they get back up. Let's have 13 go in. Let's have him go into the blind spot. So hits on a 6 plus. 1 hit. Delicate inverted knee. So 10, 9, 7, 6, 5. 5 plus. Perfect hit. Critical wound. The antelope is dead. Boom. And let's see if we get any persistent injury, crushed knee. Well, crushed everything. Okay, well, we don't get any resources from that, but the level 2 Screaming Antelope is down and out, and we have all of our survivors alive, and none of them have gained any permanent horrible injuries, so that's great. So let's do resources real quick. I can't remember what a level 2 Screaming Antelope gets. It's 6 of one and 4 of the other, but I can't remember which. Okay, level 2, 6 basics, 7 screaming. Alright, 7 Screaming Antelope. So on top of that, we got a lonely ant, monster hide, large flat tooth, and a broken lantern. So now let's do 7 Screaming Antelope basic resources. 1, bone, pelt, 3 is organ, 4 is a bone, 5 is an organ, 6 is an organ, 7 is a hide. Okay, and then 6 basic. More hide, please. More hide. The more the merrier. 1 more organ, 2 bone, 3 organ, 4 bone, 5 whatever. Okay, and 6 hide. Okay, 1 hide. Well, I guess 2 hide out of it. All right, yeah, that's pretty good. again, with this Screaming Antelope, and this is our normal stack for our Screaming Antelope. So, okay. Well, again, it's pretty late, so I will probably do the settlement phase another day. But so far, so good. Let's hope that the settlement phase goes as well as the showdown phase went. But I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. All right, our survivors have successfully returned from the hunt. Backpacks full of resources, ready to be used to prepare for the next showdown. But first, we have events. Set up survivors return. So let's just go through each survivor. Let's see. So 3 is going to get 2 hunt XP and 1 axe proficiency. 17 is going to get 2 hunt XP and a sword proficiency. 13 is going to get 2 hunt XP and a spear proficiency. And then finally 8 gets 2 hunt XP, and that's going to age him the first time. So let's pull out age real quick. All right, 2d10. 17. Gain 1 plus 1 permanent accuracy. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. That's super cool. And he can start gaining weapon proficiency. So we're definitely going to be sending him out more often and see what happens here. Sweet. That is great. I am still worried about 13. She's got that. She's so close on her maxing out her courage, and I'm almost positive that see the truth makes you blind. So I don't know what's going to happen exactly, but I guess we'll find out if that happens. So, but it might ruin her, unfortunately. I didn't even think about that, so we're going to have to be super, super careful. She doesn't get to do anything that increases her courage. Okay, so we gained endeavors. So we gained 4 endeavors from our returning survivors, and then 1 endeavor from cooking. At the start of the settlement phase, gain plus 1 endeavor. So we have 5 total. So we'll get into what we're going to use those for in a minute. Distribute those to remind me. One other thing, and this was, I was editing the video for this showdown. In between this showdown and the settlement phase, and Butcher Cleaver. So 9 was carrying the Butcher Cleaver when she was killed by that Screaming Antelope. It's irreplaceable. When you die, archive this card. So 9 was carrying the Butcher Cleaver when she died. So this card, unfortunately, is gonzo. And I'm sorry I missed that, but oh well. It's a bummer that we lost it, but that's okay. We're gonna build another weapon here in this settlement phase, so we should be good. And hold on just a second. Okay, so sorry. Update timeline is next. So we are entering Lantern Year 9, and this year we are facing the level 1 Kingsman. Whew. A little worried about this one, guys. I can't remember which one this is. If it's the one with the battle tempo, I don't think I've ever faced him victoriously. I've always failed to him, so we'll see what happens. But that's for later. Let's shuffle-ish our summon event cards. Okay. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Elder Council. Oh, sweet. Okay.
The elders of the settlement gather to reminisce over the hard-won scars. Count the total number of hunt XP among all survivors. Add the bonuses and consult the table. Okay, let's see here. I think that's the how many we're running pretty low on survivors right now. So let's see. There's three that I haven't made yet. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I've got all of them. So let's add up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, so 27. We don't have Saga, Scarification, or Records, so 27. 21 through 50. -1 Endeavor. Bummer. One of the elders recalls a story about a bizarre lion it met on a dangerous hunt. The monster was mourning, and it in its paw held a tattooed human hand. Add the Beast of Sorrow to your query list. You will find its rules in the Legendary Monster Story event page. You may now hunt this monster. Oh my gosh. I've never fought the Beast of Sorrow before. We are definitely gonna have to try the Beast of Sorrow out. That is sweet. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Yay, I'm super excited about that. Great. That was well worth the lost endeavor. Cool. That is awesome. Beast of Sorrow. Nice. I can't wait. Well, good. That was an easy one. We lost an endeavor, but that's okay. Okay. Now, we update the death count. There's no deaths. Check milestones. We're good. We can develop. This is the exciting part, guys. All right. So, first off, let's do this. So we are going to build the blacksmith. So we're going to use scrap smelting. We're going to use an endeavor. 6 bone, 3 scraps. We have 2 bone from this showdown. And then we have monster bone. That's 3. Lion claw. That's 4. And then 2 large flat tooth. 5, 6. So 6 bone, 3 scrap. Down to 3. All right, and we now have the blacksmith. So I'm trying to just get set up as quickly as possible to start building our in-game armor. So blacksmith seemed like a smart choice to build at this point. We had a bunch of bone left over, and I really didn't have a use for it. So rather than just let it go in storage and risk maybe losing it in one of the settlement events or one of the Nemesis showdowns, I decided just to go ahead and spend all the bone. And we don't really need a lot of bone for all this stuff, so I think we'll be okay. But we now have the blacksmith, which is awesome. And then next we are going to. Scrap smelting is done. We're going to use an endeavor, monster organ, monster bone, monster hide, and we are going to innovate. So let's grab that innovation deck. Alright, we're getting kind of low on our innovation deck. I've been drawing a lot of ones that don't have the consequences that we need to add, so we want Surge really bad. We really need it. I'm kind of surprised that we're this far into the game without having Surge yet, so we want Surge for sure. So if it comes up, no matter what, we're picking it. Pictograph. We can run away. Face painting. Oh, man. Okay, so let's see. So we can use an endeavor, and we can gain some survival and insanity going out. We can use Founder's Eye to gain +1 to all rolls on the intimacy story event phase. That might be pretty good. Pictograph. At the start of the survivor's act, they may decide to skip their act and run away. Man, none of these are great. I think I'm gonna pick Pictograph. That just gives us the option to run away if we get like in deep trouble. But ugh, that stinks. I'm not happy about that. Okay, I'll add the Pictograph consequences to the innovation deck off camera. All right, so that's that part. All right, and then we are going to next. We're going to spend an endeavor for leather making. We're going to build the leather mask and the leather bracers with all this. So that's done, and that gives us the complete leather armor set. So we add +1 to all of our hit locations, so that's 4 armor. +1, so it's 5 if we have the shield, and we ignore bash, which that's powerful too. So we're finally done with our first leather armor set, so awesome stuff. Okay, next we're gonna build another one of those counterweighted axes, so that helps us with reach, and on that perfect hit we don't have to draw that hit location card, so that's great. We're gonna pair that with our complete leather armor set because there's a red down affinity, so that's gonna work out perfectly. So that's built for us. We're also gonna spend 2 organs to buy back that 1 monster grease that we lost, and another one too just to help us with evasion. So that's done. All right, what else? I think there's a couple things. So first off, we're going to spend our last endeavor to do scrap salvage. 10. Long walk, gain +1 courage. Oh, well, that sucks. Let's see. That's not what we wanted. We didn't want a really super high roll. Okay, well, let's just add it to a new person. Bummer. The one time I didn't want the lantern 10. Let's see. Let's just add it to +1 courage, 17. Okay. Done. Well, that's not how I wanted it to turn out, but that's okay. So we've got 2 resources left. The Lonely Ant, which I looked at cooking, and that's not an ingredient, so I'm not exactly sure what the Lonely Ant is used for, but we're going to put that in storage, and we'll find out, I guess, if it ever comes up. And then Love Juice. We're going to trigger intimacy. And we are going to use... Let's use... Oh, we got a bunch of males. Oh no, we're gonna have to use a female that... We only have male baby makers at this point. Oh, that kind of sucks. Okay, well, let's see. 17. Do we have a card? Oh, we do have a card made for her. Whoops. All right, so let's take that back. Boy, I'm completely unprepared. Where's my pencils? Okay, so we did have that. So let's gain +1 courage on 21. And let's take that away from 17 since we already made her character sheet. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so I guess it's going to have to be 21 that's going to be the baby maker. Intimacy. Alright, so we have to roll 2d10. We're going to use 21 and Yeah, let's see. None. So 14's lifetime reroll has been used. So let's not use him. Looks like they're about the same. Let's use 2. Okay. 21 and 2 are gonna make a baby. Hopefully. Oh no. So 2, the female perishes with her child. So we are definitely going to use a reroll. So let's have 2 use that reroll. Let's reroll. 8. Okay, so out of these 2, 7 is the lowest. Settlement gains +1 population. Male and female survivors share a deep bond, gaining +10 survival. Great. Okay. Survival. And then, let's see. I mean, he already has a crap ton of survival. Oh well. And then we make a baby. So we don't have, we need some more females, I think. So we're going to do another female. +1 strength, +1 evasion. All right. 22 is born, so that puts us up to 11. We're going to have to do some more baby making, because if the Kingsman gets us down 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, that puts us down to 7. That's in bad shape. So we need to, and 3 of them are basically can't be used. So that puts us down to 4. That's bad. We're gonna have to really try to win against this Kingsman. But okay, well that was it. Nothing else. Prepare departing survivors. We'll do that next episode. That's it. Okay. Well, thanks again. Again, leave a like and a subscribe if you like what I'm doing, and we'll face the Kingsman next. Super exciting stuff.